Hey everyone, Connor Daly here from the Speed Street Podcast. I wanted to do a quick update for the new year, before the new year exactly, because we had a couple things happen in the IndyCar world that I think are important to talk about. A couple cool things. First of all, I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. Hopefully everyone had a great Christmas. Hopefully everyone's going to have a great New Year celebration. I myself was very excited about a Dale Earnhardt and Dale Earnhardt Jr. t-shirt that I got. Combined the AC Delco number 3 along with the famous black number 3 Intimidator. I mean, one of the coolest shirts I think I've ever seen in my life. I don't know how my cousin Ben found this, but you had the merging of the two cars, the two drivers, like two faces on the back, art everywhere, and in high quality conditions. So very excited about that. A couple old IndyCar racing programs as well from the Nazareth IndyCar race back in the day, 1988. My dad was in that. Cool to see, cool to read up on a few old stats. I put that up on my Instagram and Twitter as well. So yeah, hope you guys got some great time with the family in, or just relaxed, whatever you felt like doing. But to get into the IndyCar news just before Christmas, you know, we're all excited, happy. I literally sat down Christmas Eve and I heard a little bit of word about this from my family who are obviously involved in the racing series a little bit. But this is reading a quote slash, it's not a quote, it's just a tweet from Adam Stern. Adam Stern likes to, break some news. And IndyCar is moving toward a return to iRacing's platform with an official announcement likely coming early in the new year per a Penske Entertainment Corp official. The fresh deal between the sides would reverse what went away when IndyCar signed on with Motorsport Games. Now, this is very important to talk about. This was, I mean, people wanted to go to war over this, the video game stuff. I mean, the Motorsport Games deal, we even as drivers were told, hey, like, get behind this, help us out a little bit, try to remain positive about it. But what was taken away and how iRacing took it as well was just completely sad. It should not have been that way. iRacing is so popular and it has so many users, and there are so many like true racing fans on iRacing as well, that you can't just alienate a series like the IndyCar series that needs every human being, especially young people, to be engaged with our sport. So that was hard to watch. A lot of drivers chimed in right away as soon as this tweet popped up. Tony Kanaan was one of them. Obviously, he's a big sim racer now. But it's great. I think this is a step in the right direction. Kudos to iRacing for even being willing to to work with the IndyCar series again. And kudos to everyone, because when you do a deal and a ton of people don't like it, there's this feeling sometimes where you're like, oh no, we'll screw all those people. Like, we're still going to try to do our own thing. But hey, you know what? Everyone was like, hey, all right, this is probably the right thing to do. Let's get back together. Let's figure this out. And it looks like a deal is obviously being done. So I think that's important for our series. Now, however, console game-wise, I was a console game guy growing up. So, having the IndyCar series games back in the day from Codemasters, 2004 and 2005, those were awesome. I think there is still a missing element to having, to not having a console game. I don't know if there's an answer to that for now, but this is a step in the right direction, as I mentioned. So let's get the iRacing community re-engaged. Let's get the folks, who love to use iRacing. I've done a ton of iRacing. They've been a sponsor of mine in the NASCAR Truck Series. They were a huge part of the LCQ League deal that we did. If you followed along during the old COVID shutdown, brought a lot of incredible drivers together and viewers to watch that. So I have a love for iRacing. I think I do think there was a lot going on both sides when this whole Motorsport Games deal happened, and iRacing, and when IndyCar went away from iRacing or the branding and all that stuff. There was a lot going on, I think, behind the scenes that, again, I won't talk about because I am not supposed to talk about it. But I'm just glad that everyone is, hey, let's work on a new deal. Let's get Penske Entertainment, iRacing, everyone. Let's get some video games going. Let's get some exciting content, pumped out for this new year. Because again, there's going to be a lot of exciting stuff during this new year. I truly believe there is. So yeah. That's I think one of the bigger things for our community right now. Big news for everyone. I'm excited to see how that deal plays out. So pay attention to the iRacing channels. Pay attention to the IndyCar series in the new year. Hopefully, we have some more details on that on that announcement. And then moving into another subject as well, which I think is exciting. Again, coming from Adam Stern at IMS. The Indianapolis Motor Speedway, says that it's up roughly 10,000 tickets for the 108th running of the Indy 500 versus comparable sales period last year. And if they were to have the race right now, 225,000 people would already be in attendance. So that's awesome. I know there's been a lot of negativity lately in the IndyCar world. There's been a lot of people that are like concerned, and there is some things that are for sure concerning. But I do believe there's a lot of exciting things too, especially around the Indy 500. I think you're going to see a full field plus several people trying to get in the field. I think the Kyle Larson effect maybe helps with those ticket sales. I don't know. But the Indy 500 is going to be great. The IndyCar series, I believe, is going to be extremely competitive once again. Now, the Indy 500 itself, just to focus on that, we have the potential to potentially run the cars lighter than last year. There have been some lighter components designed for the car for the hybrid technology, right? Because the hybrid system adds weight to the car, and the IndyCar is already far too heavy. So with these lighter components, and obviously the hybrid technology is not going to be running at the Indy 500. So my hope, this is my own personal hope, and I know that there are several other people thinking about this too, is that we were pretty close to that track record last year in qualifying. Pretty close. Can you imagine if we show back up with the same amount of power, a little bit lighter of a car? I mean, track record, maybe. Good conditions. It's nice and cool for qualifying day. The wind isn't crazy. I think it would be exciting. I think these new lighter components would be a nice addition. It would be exciting for the fans. I think it would be a great story if we get close to the track record or even break the track record. I mean, how cool would that be? I would love to see that in my lifetime. I was an infant when the track record was set last time. But what an amazing opportunity we would have. Now, I know that there's a lot of different ways you could do it. We could even run the cars heavier, which would be sad because obviously they would have to simulate the weight of the hybrid system and still run the lighter components. I think that would be a terrible choice. But that's my own personal opinion. I don't know what that has to deal. I don't know the technical aspects of it. I just know that if we have lighter components and we can run essentially the same program as last year, engine wise, and the teams know the car, it might change the balance of the car a little bit. Obviously, when you change weights, that changes a lot of things with the balance. But lighter is faster. That's just science. That's science, math, facts, everything. So I think there's a lot of interesting opportunities around the Indy 500 next year. I can't wait for it. I think this is great news that there are people buying tickets for it, of course, at a faster rate than normal. So a lot to be excited about, folks. We will have a new show in the new year. Very excited for that. Joey Molinaro and I will be back. We will have a new producer, obviously, as Ben, our friend Ben, has moved on, and I can't wait for that. So just wanted to give an update here. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. Leave us a comment as well. Subscribe to the channel. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Spread the word a little bit. And if you haven't listened to our last episode with Joey Chestnut, check it out. It's an amazing one. So thank you to Dirty Mo Media, Speed Street, I'm your host, just your singular host this weekend, Connor Daly. Thank you for watching. Hey everyone, Connor Daly here. Please leave a like on this video if you did enjoy it, and also subscribe to the channel as well. That would be very helpful. Be a friend, tell a friend. Thank you so much for the support, and we'll see you on the next episode of Speed Street.